So today I'm working on an '04 Chevy Colorado. It's got the 5-cylinder Vortec in it, and what I'm looking at today is right down here. You can see how that pulley is not riding in the middle, and this pulley is almost touching the block there, and that tensioner for some reason is riding crooked. So I'm going to replace the tensioner and the belt today. Okay, so this is probably about the best view I can give you. This is looking down on the passenger side, and the tensioner is right there. You need a 3/8 ratchet. So there's a little square hole right there. Have to push down on it, and this one gets stuck because it's bent. And find a place to pull the belt off. I usually do it on the alternator side. Okay, hopefully I didn't block your view there. It's off. And before I go too far with this, I need to do something. Normally you should see a routing diagram on here or on the other side somewhere on top there by the rod. So this truck has no routing diagram for the serpentine belt, so I drew my own little cheesy drawing that I did there, but that's going to show me how to put the belt on, so you might need to do that. Hopefully I don't get in your way too much. I've got a 15mm socket, and I'm going to try and wrench this loose. I'm going to do it from underneath so you can see better. So I've got both of them here, and I'm just comparing them. This one actually looks a little bigger around this way, but they are the same. Pulley there's the same. Okay, so there they are. So on the old one here, it kind of looks like it's spreading apart right here, and I think that's what was making it sit crooked, coming apart there. So on the tensioner you'll see this little tab right there, and there's a slot down there on the bracket where this goes on, and that has to go in the slot. I covered my bolt with some anti-seize, and it's going on. Okay, so I got the bolt in there, and I'll get the bolt started before I worry about the tab. So that right there, the tab is locked in. I don't know the exact torque on this. Don't go overly tight with this because you're threading this into aluminum, and aluminum will strip very easily. About as tight as I can get it with the small ratchet. And there we go. Okay, so forgive me for the poor shot that I'm getting here, but just basically pull the belt off everywhere. After you get it off of everything, it should just pull straight out. got the two belts stretched out, and just make sure they're similar in length. This is where you're going to need the drawing, and I usually go underneath the main bearing first, where it says crank. I usually go under there first, and I do believe the power steering on the passenger side right there, I think is going to be the last one that I have to hook it to. Just going to feed it through the side here. And I'm going to hook it around the bottom of the crankshaft. So I'm going to go underneath right now and make sure that the belt is on the AC pump and on the crank. There's not a lot of room in here to work. Okay. So now everything looks good. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hook this into the power steering pump. So I couldn't do this on my own. I had to get a helper, and what I ended up doing was going underneath and pulling the tensioner down with the small ratchet down there, while my helper put this on over top of the power steering and underneath that little idler pulley, or around the little idler pulley, while I was pulling it from the bottom. That was the only way we could get it. So now just got to make sure that everything else is in place. Make sure that the back of that belt is over top of the water pump. Alternators in all the grooves, and that's around the little idler pulley. Then from underneath here, make sure the AC pump has everything in the grooves properly. Just make sure that the belt is in the crank pulley properly in all the grooves. Make sure your wrench is out of there, and it should be ready for a test start. I should have let you hear it before. It was squealing really bad. Sounds wonderful.